Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still defeating them right there inside the cell, inside the dungeon. Of course, you know that the many battles he has been fighting them from the dungeon. And in the past 24 hours, definitely Nnamdi Kanu has recorded 2 victories. Yes, don't be surprised. 2 victories. One of them is the Nigerian Medical Association. He has dragged them to court demanding 50 billion damages for the lie and the fake report they presented to court, which led to, misleading the court in giving judgment against him. A second victory he got is a letter of recognition and award as a Freedom Fighter of the Year given to him by the National Association of Nigerian Students, Nans. This is a huge milestone given the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is still a prisoner. He's still a prisoner getting this success and these victories. How many people can boast of achieving successes from prison in this generation? In this generation, I bet you none. None. The Nigerian Medical Association committed a huge blunder by looking for Nnamdi Kanu's trouble. They were sent to do a very simple job. Just conduct a medical examination. Very simple. If you couldn't do it, you just say, we can't do it. We don't have the facility. We don't have syringe. We don't have stethoscope. Please, High Court, we can't do this examination. Look for another body. But they said, yeah, they will do it. We will do it. We will do it. They did not go to Kanu's cell. They did not go to... Nnamdi Kanu did not see them. Nnamdi Kanu did not see... Never till today. It's funny because he is the one that they are trying to verify. But he never saw any of them. They never came to him. All of a sudden, they came to court with medical report of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu that is waiting for them in the cell did not see them. He now saw them in a motor source court, presenting documents. Court, we have done the medical report. God. We have done the medical examination. Look at the result. And on motor show, which you know is always high on colos. And of course, he's in on what they are doing. Federal government, Motor Show, and other big men around Nigeria, they know what they are doing. He just quickly rushed. He didn't even ask relevant questions. He didn't open the court for debate to ask to verify that medical report. He just based his judgment on that report. That is a dull way to be a judge. I said that Motor Show is a charge and bail judge. Charge and bail. But that notwithstanding, the Medical Association is under fire now because Nnamdi Kanu has dragged them on the balls, taking them to the High Court. They have been formally sued and damages claimed. 50 billion here, 30 million here, I'll be 50 million here, and 15 million. Lots of money and a lot of prayers to the court against the Nigerian Medical Association brought by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the High Court. Let me read out the document for you, the official document that is dragging them to the court by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Listen very carefully. This is a writ of summons, in the High Court of Federal Capital Territory in the FCT Judicial Division holding at Abuja. Suit number CO/4584/25. Between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the claimant, and the Nigerian Medical Association and 10 others who are the defendants. And it says, you are hereby, commanded that within 21 days after the service of this writ on you, inclusive of the date of service, you do cause an appearance to be entered for you in an action, at the High Court Abuja, and take notice that in default, the claimant shall proceed therein and judgment may be given in your absence. If you do not show up, everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in this document is true and we will implement it to the latter. So better you show up in court. Now, the endorsements to be made by the court, which is the prayers of Nnamdi Kanu to the court, is this. 1. A declaration of the Honorable Court that the purported medical report dated September 23, 2025, submitted by the defendants, which is the NMA, to the Federal High Court in suit number FHC ABJ CR 383 2015 is false, fabricated, and made in violation of the order of the court and the professional ethics of medical practice. B. A declaration of the Honorable Court that the defendants constitutes a gross violation of the claimant's right to fair hearing, and to dignity of human person as guaranteed under Section 34 and 36 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. C. An order of the Honorable Court directing the defendants to withdraw and publicly retract the said false medical report. D. An order of perpetual injunction restraining the defendants, their agents, privates, or assigns from further publishing or relying on any false or unverified medical report concerning the claimant. E. An order of this Honorable Court compelling the Nigerian Medical Association to conduct a proper, independent medical examination of the claimant by competent specialists not connected with the defendant's hearing. F. An award of general damages in the sum of 50 billion naira for injury to health, reputation, emotional distress, and violation of the claimant's fundamental rights. G. An award of exemplary damages in the sum of 500 million for malicious fabrications and abuse of professional authority. H. An award of the sum of 15 million naira being cost of this action. And I. An award of 10% post-judgment interest per annum on the entire judgment sum from the date of judgment till same is fully liquidated. This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu suing the Nigerian Medical Association, dragging them on their balls. This is what I have to say, and this is me being on the spot. At the rate at which this is going, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to leave the dungeon a multi-billionaire, because the Nigerian Medical Association should just be ready. Among other people we have sued and gotten damages, Nigerian Medical Association should be ready to vomit that money. They should be ready to pay huge damages. They should be ready to pay this money, because there is no way they are going scot-free for this huge impunity. The federal government institutions are supposed to use for public good. They are being funded by budget. They are being funded by the federal government, public money, and they have a duty to Nigerians. Their duty is in times like this, when being summoned to conduct medical examination that will aid the court itself, they go ahead and do it so that the court can be directed on the proper way to give judgment. But what did you do? You went ahead and committed a hoax, fraud, impunity, and presented such to court, thereby misleading the court to give a wrong judgment to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a judgment of which is affecting him right now. I don't think damages will be enough. I think somebody should go to prison for this. Somebody should be held responsible for this action, and that person should go to prison for a very long time. People's lives are at stake in the judiciary. People's lives are at stake in court. You can't just play with it like that. Nnamdi Kanu was waiting for someone to come and maybe take his blood, check his heartbeat, his BP, his blood sugar. He waited and waited. He didn't see anybody. He felt, oh, okay, they're not coming again. All of a sudden, he goes to court and sees you guys there with a report claiming it's from him, with a medical examination claiming it's from Kanu. How did you get such a report? How? This is fraud. That is why Nigeria is a 419 government, 419 country. Everything there is fraudulent, 419. Simple job you cannot do. Even Omotosho, who was presented this fake report, didn't even seem it wise to present it to the court for the defendants and the prosecution to attack the document and scrutinize it very well. He just based his judgment on a fake report that he's aware that is fake. That's to show you the kind of judiciary Nigeria runs. He just went ahead and gave judgment based on medical report, saying that the DSS dungeon is sufficient enough to conduct medical examination for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How possible is that? Is the DSS dungeon a medical facility? Also, this abuse is too much. The abuse of Nnamdi Kanu is too much in the DSS dungeon. This see finish is too much. Everybody comes inside there, lies against him. You bring in witnesses, you cannot show their faces. You bring in fake documents. You bring in, substandard prosecution to the court because you know very well that the judge is your judge. And that is why Nnamdi Kanu is fighting this case, because he knows that Omotosho is ready to give judgment on anything. Anything at all. He doesn't care. If Omotosho cares, he would have made sure that that medical report was appropriate. Appropriate. That is the truth. So this see finish is too much. I don't blame you guys, because you see Nnamdi Kanu every day in the cell. You think he's one of you. You do not know that man. You do not know Nnamdi Kanu. And lastly, and number 3, everybody that has done harm to Nnamdi Kanu in one way or the other, you will see the judgment from it. You will get it. It's coming for you. For anybody who has contributed to this persecution, your own is coming one by one. Just know that. Just know that. Just know that it's coming one by one. Already it's already happening. You can see that Buhari himself, who is the ringleader, the arrogant man who thought that he's bigger than the world, that he's a god, where is he today? Where is Abba Kyari today? Where are they? Don't worry. Continue. Continue. The Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. But that is for another day. Today, we are also celebrating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on receiving a huge Freedom Fighter Award from the Nigerian Students Association. This award, I'll tell you guys, this award is very, very significant. Because he's winning this award in prison. This victory is coming from prison. And it's coming from somebody who was not a fan of him before. In fact, it's coming from a recognized Nigerian group itself, which is legal body. The National Association of Nigerian Students is a strong body that encompasses all the students of Nigeria. And this is their leader, a Northerner, leading the charge to award Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even right there in prison. This is historic, that will go down in history. Let me read the letter of the award for you. Letter of award from National Association of Nigerian Students. Most Outstanding Freedom Fighter of the Year 2025. Dear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on behalf of the leadership and entire body of the National Association of Nigerian Students, I am honored to formally present you with the Most Outstanding Freedom Fighter of the Year 2025. This recognition is an appreciation of your unwavering commitment, courage, and relentless advocacy for the rights, freedom, and self-determination of your people. Your efforts have resonated with millions across Nigeria and beyond, inspiring a generation to stand firm for justice and equity. Your voice and vision have remained a beacon of hope, and we, the students of Nigeria, acknowledge and celebrate your sacrifices and steadfastness in the face of adversity. We pray for your continued strength, protection, and success in your pursuit of freedom and justice. Congratulations once again. Signed, Nans President Comrade Atiku Issa. This is a step in the right direction and a well-deserved award. This is a well-deserved award, most importantly coming from Nigeria students. That means the students decided after having a meeting and they voted. Definitely there were other people that were nominated for this award, and Nnamdi Kanu beat them hands down from the prison and won this award. I believe in the future that Nnamdi Kanu will be a recipient of the Nobel Peace Award Prize one day, because his exploits, defense for his people, is not being taken for granted. Nnamdi Kanu is one of the most followed people on earth. He's a man that leads up to 100 million people strong. He's a man that when he comes out, the whole crowd follows him in love, unity. He is a man of the people. And definitely, he's a man of peace. These two victories were recorded by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the dungeon. And remember, Nnamdi Kanu is fighting alone. It is not easy, but he is recording successes so far. Till I see you next video. Peace.